Welcome back to Cowboy Golf, and today we are going to take you out to the course. This is something that a lot of you guys have asked for me to do instead of just doing club reviews, is to show you how they perform on the course. Now, the biggest problem with doing these videos is I am not a good golfer at the moment. 25 years ago, I was pretty decent. At the time of filming this particular round, which is on a par 3 course, a 9-hole par 3 course here at this golf club, where there's also a driving range and an 18-hole course. I was not playing well yet. There's a lot of things that needed to be worked out. This is really only my second round since being back in the game, starting in August. So it really, it's taken that long for me to get the confidence enough in my swing to even attempt to play around. So this is going to be a very, very challenging round for me, a very rough round, a very frustrating round. I am using the 1-iron Regal 1-length golf clubs. These things are gorgeous. They're really beautiful, and they should really not be judged by my performance in this overall video. Now, what you're seeing here is me warming up. I just got a small bucket of balls, took it out to the grass. I wanted to take some practice shots off of the ground. Not the most ideal thing, especially on a par 3 course, because you're going to be using a tee a lot of times, especially if you're playing at this particular course, because the ground, the turf, whatever you want to call it, the grass is not the easiest to play off of. If you're not hitting greens, you're going to be in some really, really nasty rough. Really thick stuff, very difficult to play out of. Now, I will say, even though this video was shot in November, about 3 weeks ago, I did not shoot well, but I have only improved since doing this video. So you guys may be happy to know that. I have shot, I guess, better and better every time out. Including today, I actually went out and shot a 4-over and a 5-over par. I know you're probably all thinking, oh my gosh, that's crazy bad. Well, wait until you see this entire, video. You're going to see bad. It gets really bad. But I think it's important for you guys to see it, because a lot of you guys struggle with the same things I struggle with. And you're going to really see the parts of my game that are exposed the most in this video. So stay tuned, enjoy the ride. Please hit the like button, subscribe button, leave a comment, and yeah, without any further ado, here's my first round back. All right, guys, we are going to start off with hole number 1 here. It's 120 yards to the pin, and this one can be pretty crazy. Now, today when I played it, I actually left one about 3 feet from the pin and was able to pick up a birdie on this hole, but in this particular video, that's not the case. I didn't even come close to a birdie all day. So again, it's going to be a very rough experience. And I do apologize for some of the stabilization issues on the video. I actually had somebody else filming it. So thank you for being, helpful in filming the video. But we could have filmed it in a couple of other ways to make it a little bit better. Normally I use a tripod because it's just me, but that does pose some other issues, which you will see in some other rounds that I will be bringing you guys. I'll be bringing you my first full 18, probably in the next few days as well. It does take a little time to edit those videos down to where you're not having to watch hours and hours of video. Now, I will say my first 18 was just as disastrous as this 9-hole course, if not worse, actually. So don't expect anything great, but I have taken that round to heart and have been working on the things that I need to work on to next time be better on that full 18. So as you can see here, really long putt for birdie. I did hit the green in regulation, so you know that's a bonus, I guess. I had a few of those this round. I just left myself with these ginormous putts for birdie and for par. You know, I still left a really long putt for par here. You're not going to win very many rounds when you're leaving this kind of putt for par. You know, you could say it was close, but I really should have left the first putt about this distance away to give myself a chance. So we got bogey on the very first hole. Not horrible, but it is what it is. Now, we didn't capture the tee shot here on hole number 2. And hole number 2 is 160 yards. It's actually one of the longer holes on the course. There's 2 of them that are 160 yards. It's one of the safer 160-yard holes. Now, here is where you can see some of my game being exposed. My chipping, at least this round, was disastrous. I'm putting all my weight on the back foot, and you really need to put your weight on the forward foot whenever you're chipping and pitching. I also had some issues with a lot of pitch shots as well because I was, I guess, fully releasing the club and some pitch shots, and if you don't release completely, a lot of your pitch shots will be much better. But that's something, again, that I've been working on since these first couple of rounds that I will be bringing you guys over the next few days. So just some things to learn from what not to do in this video. And you'll be in a much better shape than I was. But it is a process, right, guys? So you're not going to go out there and shoot par your very first time. It's just not going to happen. There's too many variables. Golf is hard. You see, I did a quadruple bogey. I'm already 5 over through 2 holes. Nasty. So hole 3, 105 yards out. This one can be very difficult because if you play it too close to that tree on the right, it's going to knock your shot down. If you play it to the left of the green, just off the green, it's going to bounce into the woods. And if you top the ball, you're going to end up in the water that's between the tee box and the green. As you can see, I did hit another green in regulation, but it's a really long putt for birdie. This one I left a little bit closer, but with my putting on the day, which again was really bad. I usually putt way better than this. I'm missing the easy putts, and this is going to happen a lot in this round where I'm missing those 3-footers and in. Now I know that, you know, even tour pros miss those on occasion. Here's another 160-yard hole, but this one's very difficult. You can't see it from this angle, but off to the left of the screen here, there are trees that will make it almost impossible to go straight for the pin. I tried that a bunch today. You know, I played a couple of rounds today, and I hit the tree limbs both times to knock the ball down short of the pin. Now, if you go too far left, you'll hit some other trees, which is what I did here. and the ball was knocked down over on that side. So it's very narrow for you to be able to play your shots in. And there's also a little creek that I just had to play over because luckily my first shot didn't go into the creek, but I left myself on the far side of the green here for a super long putt for par. Again, you're seeing a trend all throughout the round. In this super long putt here, these greens were moving pretty slow, and I was hitting the ball extremely hard. That's why you're seeing a lot of these shots left pretty far. Now, the round that I played today, the greens weren't moving. They weren't so slow. They had just mowed, so it was quite a bit nicer to play off of. So now we're at +8 through 4 holes. Now, I call this treacherous hole 5. It's 200 yards, and a lot of my sets, I don't have a 200-yard club. This has a 19-degree club in it, but getting it in the air and making it travel 200 yards, probably not going to happen, at least not 3 weeks ago. I just did not have the consistency. I did not have the power. You can see my swing. I'm not even going all the way back on the backswing. I don't know what's going on with my swing here. It doesn't look right to me. I've definitely improved upon every aspect of the game since this video was taken. Now, that's not a bad chip. I would take that chip from that distance a lot of times, but as you can see, not even close on the putts. And now we're +9 headed into hole 6, which is 117 yards. So normally I'd be using probably a pitching wedge here. Depends on the clubs and how they're lofted. Of course, the Regals only have degrees on there. There are no numbers or wedges typically. They're all just degrees. And so I imagine I was probably using the 49 or the 45 degree on that shot. I played it a little bit right and a little bit short of the pin. So here we go, chipping again from the back foot instead of the front foot. And yep, that's kind of what to expect. Maybe this one will be better. Again, not really standing the way I should, not really putting the ball in the proper place for chipping in my stance, and I'm left with, again, another fairly long putt for, what are we on, bogey now? I deserve the long walk to go get the putter. And hopefully we can get it close here. But close is not always secure. Thankfully, I didn't do more than a double bogey here. So we're at +11 through 6 holes going into hole number 7. Not good, as you can tell, but the round's almost over. We only got 3 holes left. So 130 yards to the green. I probably would use a 9-iron typically for this shot. And again, my backswing's just not going all the way back. The tempo's way too fast. Slow down the backswing, guys. That would be my first advice when it comes to the backswing, is slow it down a little bit. You don't have to go way back and way forward like a Tour Pro or like a Bryson DeChambeau. Actually, I would say watch the ladies. The ladies have some of the best swing mechanics out there, at least to emulate. Now, they're a little bit more flexible than us guys as well, so you can't do it exactly like they do it, a lot of us, but they do have some great swing mechanics. And way too hard. I don't know what I was thinking on that one. I just smoked that putt. Might as well have done it with a driver. Pretty close there, but again, I missed. And we're going to take another double bogey, putting us at plus 13 on the day. And we still have 2 holes left. So this is a hole 8, 95 yard. And there's a tree to the right, a really big pine tree. If you play too close to the right side of the green, you're going to hit that tree every time. And it's going to knock your ball down 30 yards short. I'm pretty sure I'm saying what wedge I'm using here. It's probably a gap wedge. Again, the swing mechanics are not great, so please don't emulate my swing in this round of golf. Don't emulate anything I do in this round of golf. So another green in regulation, guys. So I was what, number 4? So that's not bad. 4 out of 8 holes in regulation. My second time really playing any kind of course. I did play this par 3 course once before, I think, and I don't remember how that turned out, but it was pretty awful. This is the worst here, right? So back and forth, and it's quite ugly. So plus 15 now. Going into the last hole, 150 yards. I believe I would use a 7-iron here generally, because I can usually hit a 7-iron 160, or today I was hitting it 170 yards. All right, so let's see how we can tee off on this one. Very tough teeing off from this dirt. It was super hard that day. I have been known to fly the ball left here, and fly it over the green, or land it on the green. So I went way left here, and I'm actually impressed with my pitch here from the side. Probably one of my better shots on the day. I still left myself a good distance for par. It's going to be very difficult to get up and down on this particular hole. But I'm sitting at plus 15 for the day. I need to get close. It's, like I said, a disastrous round. But it is what it is. Again, really maybe the second time out that I've played this course. And yeah, I'm still working on the swing, still working on everything. Like I said, 3 weeks on, I'm way better than I was at the time of this video. So yeah, the nightmare continues. And this is for bogey and to be plus 16. And for double bogey to be plus 17. So we had a lot of bogeys, double bogeys. I had a quadruple bogey. Not the most ideal round, but I hope you guys kind of got a great idea on the Regal clubs in horrible performance. Hopefully I'll be able to bring you an updated video where I can perform way better than this. So I do apologize, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video just the same, and I would use it as what not to do when out on the course. So once again, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. These are the Regal 1-length irons from One Iron Golf. They're awesome. We'll see you guys next time, and I'll see you out on the links.